Hey guys, this is Mark Nejmeh again regarding ENDP stock, um, and just taking a look at this Endo International. Uh, Currently, I believe I have 92,000 shares of the stock. I may go for another 7,800 to make it an even 10,000 shares. And basically, what I'm looking at is I did a lot of reading on the company, so let's talk about it. You have this company that was making, as a subcontractor, Percocet. And obviously we know what happened with any opioids. They came into a number of different communities and they created drug addicts when we couldn't get the opioids to them anymore because they were no longer being prescribed. The federal government always goes to where they can get the most money in terms of penalties, so they're going after this company. But this company's Endo, it has not been as bad as the other companies. Endo has made settlements, according to my research, with New York, Texas, and Tennessee, as I said earlier. But that was only a few communities in Tennessee. So there's the state of Tennessee wants more settlement. Now, to protect themselves, the lawyers have told them that they have to at least prepare to claim bankruptcy. And they're going to prepare to claim bankruptcy as well as try to negotiate with their creditors. Now, their creditors don't want them to claim bankruptcy. And I think that, and I'm hoping that at least this company is going to bluff the bankruptcy to the government so that they don't have to close everything down. I find it highly unlikely that they claim bankruptcy because they're sitting on $1.4 billion of cash. Once you claim bankruptcy, everything gets taken over by the court. You're really not able to operate your business. So I'm betting with my soon-to-be 100,000 shares that this company's not going to go for bankruptcy, but they're going to negotiate with their creditors. If their creditors get defaulted on, even for 6 months, they can't force the company into bankruptcy. So what's going to happen is the creditors are going to have to work with the company, and the company is going to have to make good settlements with the federal government. Now, I did see that a judge in Tennessee really said that that Endo was very fraudulent in withholding documents from the plaintiff. Then another judge came back and said, no, we don't feel that he was fair. He was posting a lot on Facebook and stuff like that. This was the judge that really reprimanded them. Now, so that's the basic story. Why am I taking a risk with this? Number one, we're trying to prevent drugs from being manufactured in China. This is an Irish company. They're manufacturing drugs there. Do we really want to destroy a huge company like this? I don't think so. Does this company have the wherewithal to maintain itself? I do. And I think at 42 cents, this company is extremely undervalued, even if it went into bankruptcy. Because its separate businesses, are worth so much more money. Do I think that people could come in and buy parts of the businesses? Yeah, I do. And I think that's going to bring a lot of money in. But I think that this company, Endo, is going to be standing on their feet. I just wrote to a buddy of mine exactly, because he's in the stock too. I told him exactly. The reason why we missed their payment is not money. It's because they sell opioids and the government is negotiating with them a settlement that they have to complete. The company has $1.4 billion in cash and they have $8 billion in debt. $8 billion is debt is a lot except if you look at the assets of the company, which are multiple pharmaceuticals, and it's really a huge profit maker. So they're negotiating with the debt holders, and they're negotiating with the government. The government is going to think they're not going to get anything unless they take a lower payout, and the secured debt holders are going to think they're not going to get anything because the government is showing them. So it's actually a very good situation in terms of negotiations for the company. That's my opinion. I think everybody is afraid of what kind of charges they can or fines they can get from the U.S. government, and I think that all creditors are going to want to be working with them. Now I'm looking at the trading here, and I see some big numbers coming through. Right now I'm looking at a purchase of 286,300 shares, a couple 50,000, 67,000. So the price is going to be going up right now. It's 42.67 currently, and I bet you my bottom dollar will end up around 45 or 46 cents. I look at this as definitely risk, but the more I learn about what's going on here from a logical standpoint, you have all that cash, you have all those customers, you're in a separate country, you have your debt spread across a number of different places. I don't think anything drastic is going to happen to this company for about maybe a couple years. In the meantime, I see growth in the value of this stock. I'd like to know what you think. I'd like you to educate me, because I'm a roofer. I don't give financial advice. I just am trying to make money just like you. I even have John Wayne looking over at me. But let's just try to figure out together. Now we're already up to 43.88. Again, you saw those big purchases coming in. Now a 30,000 purchase, and let's see what level 2 is showing us. Yeah, I mean you have a lot of people wanting to buy on level 2 at lower prices. Granted, you also have a lot of sellers. I see sellers at about 44 cents. A lot of them selling a lot of shares. So that's all I have for you today. It looks like we'll probably close around 45 cents or 43 cents. Let me know how wrong I am. I'm wrong so many times with so many things. It's not even funny. But I'm watching everything closely. There is a guy on StockTwits that's saying that no, it's only $38 million debt. It's not $38 million. They owe $8 billion, and that's what's financed. So they have to make these huge interest payments to cover that debt. So it's not a one-time thing. They have to be generating revenue from their drug sales. We already know that they're going to have a bad second quarter because one of their products, they had some difficulty getting it to market or something. There was some difficulty. So, the quarterly earnings reports are not going to be good, most likely. And everybody's saying, well, the company's going down in value. I think, to me, I'm here for a risk and a potential reward. I'm probably going to buy another. I'm probably going to buy another 8,000 shares, either tomorrow or today. Yeah, we're up to 43.52. I have 92,125 shares right now. So if I buy 7,875 shares, then I will have a full 100,000 shares. And at this point, after all the news has come out, I'm not seeing this as a risk, as much as a risk with not knowing. And I've learned more and more. Thanks. This is Mark from newsweed.com. Could you please subscribe to my channel? I know I'm not a really good YouTuber, but I am in the market with my own money. I don't give financial advice, but I like to talk to people. I can't tell you how many friends I've made across the world just by doing these videos. My number is always there, 215-219-7699, and I do pick up the phone. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.